It's only the beginning, is what it is. The beginning. Good morning, Apple Brooks. That's right, you guys. It is a good morning because we are just getting started. We are. We're just starting our morning, but even greater than that, a large part of humanity is waking up. We really are. And it's just the beginning stages. Although some have some have sprinted right out of that, whatever that is, the gates. Some have already sprinted outside the gates, you all. They are. And it is getting started. We're just getting started. And we heard talk about all the negative entities. Let's talk about the good entities. What was brought to my mind was I think it was a Nicolas Cage, Angels and Demons or whatever, or Demons and Angels. Why do you think they literally acknowledged the existence of angels and demons? So therein where the battle lies, the angels and the demons. But we are just getting started here on earth in our spiritual selves, because we're awakening more to what's happening. We are, and there is a lot happening. I started off this morning. I didn't feel I slept much last night, but as I awoke again, there was that super high pitched frequency in my ear again, and it did the exact same tone. So I was reading up on the frequency. Good morning. And if you have really high pitch frequency, it can damage your nervous system. It can, imagine that loud sound coming by when I'm talking about frequency. You listen to that all day and it's going to damage your frequency. It's going to damage your body and your cells. But the high pitch frequency that the doctors are equating to tendonitis and stuff, yeah, that frequency itself, it causes it. And it does come from the towers. It does. The radars, all of this kind of stuff. It can cause anxiety. It can cause you to get very tired, sleepy, nervous. It can cause your joints. And I saw like the collars they put on the dogs. It's like, is it like 1,000 hertz frequency? It emits a very high pitch and stops them in their tracks. Super, super high pitch that humans cannot hear. Good morning. Humans cannot hear it, but animals can. I was playing to see what does like, I don't know, 10,000 hertz sound like. And I pushed it just for a second, and Rosie turned around and she looked, and then I turned it off. I couldn't hear it. She heard it. It was so high, but then I thought, okay. So we know that frequency does affect our bodies. Super high pitch frequency. It affects dogs' bodies. It stops them in their track with that collar on them. It does. So can you imagine humans, we may not be able to hear what they hear because perhaps our hearing is already damaged. Really think about it. Our hearing is already damaged and we can't hear what they hear. And we're just getting started, you all. We are. We're awakening. Some have already sprinted out. They're going already. They've been going for, Gina, honey, we've been doing this for years. We've been trying to wake people up. Well, there's more people coming. So we got to get started. Really, it is a mass awakening that's happening. So then the frequency. So the human body resonates, I guess it said, on 3 to, 7 hertz or something like that. I'm not an expert in frequency. I'm not. But I wanted to hear what 3 sounded like. It was a very low hum, super, super low. And I had to hold my ear up to my laptop to hear it because I couldn't hear it at first. And I heard it. And that frequency is like what I heard. It was back in around 2018 when I'd lay in the bed. I would hear that, and it would be very musical, like not musical, but there was something playing in the background. It sounded very angelic, and I just laid there and I just listened to it, probably for around 20 minutes and stuff, and just took it all in. But that was the frequency around that very low, around a 3 hertz. So then I thought, okay, because that can repair your cells, it says. It can. And then I thought, well, okay, I'm going to stick Rosie in the office with my husband, and I'm going to walk on the treadmill. I am, because I was still hearing that frequency. She's going to go in there. I'm going to walk, oopsie, I'm trying to zip this up. I'm going to walk on the treadmill. I'm going to put on some music that is quite kind of what resonates with me, that I can feel the frequency in my body, and I walk for my 1 mile. And I felt a lot better. If you get the right frequency in your body, it can cause you to be more alert. They say it's even capable of, healing your body if you can get yourself to that state of being, listening to it. It does have an effect. I remember I was given a tone on the way home from work one night. And I played it on this YouTube channel. I actually got out my mom's old keyboard and I was playing it live on the Facebook. And then I updated it, and it was very, very angelic-like. Of course, the keys were kind of shorting out, but it was a beautiful tone, and it had those types of, frequency within it. Hello. You're still sick with the flu. Yeah, you need some healing music. I was thinking, oh yeah, okay, I walked for 1 mile and I felt better. It can cause you to have more lucid dreams too. And you'll be able to think more clearly. It says if you have the right frequency, the human body, it can open up your pineal gland, and you'll think clearly. You'll lucid dreams and stuff like that. You're more alert. Then I thought, well, remember all those people in China? Remember? I didn't know nothing about it till recently. Years and years ago, the people would gather outside and they'd wake up in the mornings and they would stretch and stuff like that. And I think that probably had something to do with frequency and whatever, but they didn't like the people doing it. So you know what happened because of it. And I'm thinking they don't want the human being to get in touch with a higher frequency, spiritual frequency that is more in tune with their body. They want to keep us at a low vibration. They don't want us to be able to heal our own bodies and be peaceful within our spirit, because if something like that spreads, the game is up. But we're just getting started, because the frequency is going to spread. That's within each and every one of us who are waking up. It's going to continue to spread. We're just getting started. And perhaps they know that we're just getting started. That's right, you all. They know it. Then as I was walking, I'm thinking it would be good to be able to share the video with someone who was very humble within their spirit, and I mean humble, who could tell us about the frequency of that, really, who literally lives it and walks it. Peaceful being. Of course, I don't really know very many people at all. I don't know anybody in that field who is a humble spirit and peaceful to talk about the benefits of it. Perhaps they could even I don't know, maybe play something loud, or not loud, but play something, or give us an example of while we're watching. That would be really good. It really would, so we can know. And if they're really schooled in it, that would be great. It really would be. We know that head banging music ain't going to do nothing to repair your cells, and It's to some people who listen to it, though, they love it. Calms them down. Your bull just wants to sleep for the last couple of days. Sassy Cindy, you know a little. It's a healing frequency. Yeah, it is. I feel better listening to it. I thought, okay, I feel good. I am in my, I'm getting myself back together, getting into that mode. You know what happened? Let me tell you something talking about. That'll be you, Danny Lovelet, honey. Come on now, Danny. I've been seeing some of your comments. I have. You all have. No, you, come on now. We all have our gifts, though. We really do. What was I? I was going to say something. Danny, your comment distracted me. Shoot. I was talking. You have a Fender Stratocaster you can put out on all frequencies. Wow. Um, oh man, I was going to say something and your comment came through. It was about frequency. And now I can't remember it. Sound frequencies. Oh, I don't want to review any of that kind of stuff. I'm not one who will go digging into things like that unless I feel led within my spirit. But there are people, see, they don't have to because that's their calling. We each have a calling. We really do. We have a calling. And perhaps you haven't stepped into your calling or the time hasn't been right. The circumstances have not presented themselves for you to step into your calling, but you know it would be coming. Um, help others heal in a 10-mile radius. Wow, that's wonderful. The frequency claims your soul. I know what I was going to say, Don, your comment. So I shared this link. Her name is Charisma Apidol. She plays crystal bowls, and they're beautiful healing. I've never seen any or felt any bad energy, negative at all, coming from her because the tones that she that you hear, they're very healing. And she's really intelligent. I shared it on the Facebook. This is witchcraft, they said, because she was making tones like that with her crystal bowl and their children were in front of them. She was just doing that. Somebody said this is witchcraft. And I was sitting there thinking, so music now, certain types of music like that with like a wind chime would be, no, you know what, I blocked her. So if she's watching this, I blocked you because you spoke ill of what I felt was, and what I know within my being was good. Just because it's something that you don't do, yeah, you are. If you're going to speak ill of something that I consider good and demean it like that, speak of it, and I'm not going to put up with it. I don't have to. See, that's further dividing. Further dividing. Tibetan, yeah, flutes. And some people's voices, they have that like a healing frequency within their voice, within their tone. You ever listen to people and their voice is so calming and stuff like that? That's why people who do radio, they try to make sure they find a person whose voice is like on a certain, I think certain tone or something like that, so that it will be more accepting to the people. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't do the banjo, honey. Gina, I am not a banjo person. No. Electric guitar. No. Type of music that calms me down is like very softly played guitar music, soft piano music, I like piano music. I really do. Um, but I really do like slow, calm, peaceful songs for my spirit. I do. I like fast songs too that are upbeat. But if I want to relax, I'm going to put on something very calm, something peaceful. Yeah, you love banjo. That's wonderful. It is. See, all have different likes. We do. We have different likes and stuff. And can I say, well, that's of the devil, or that's not good to play? No, I can't say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not. I'm not going to say it, you all. I'm not. Because we do have different likes. My husband doesn't like the music that I like to listen to. I like to listen to soft, peaceful songs. And he thinks, oh, that's boring. Okay, well, it's not boring to me. But I don't say nothing. I'll say that. I love it. I do love it. It used to be years and years ago when we're riding in the vehicle, my husband would not let me touch the radio and change the channel. He used to be like that. I thought, well, I want to listen to whatever. And he would turn it back. He said, this is my vehicle. He used to do that to me. He did. Does he do it now? No, he don't. He's moved beyond that possessive, all about me state. Perhaps you all can relate to people who may have been like that, but as they age, they no longer act like that. That's right. They are more accepting of others, really. Yeah. Frequency and vibration. Yeah. And he doesn't care. He lets me listen to what I want to now. He does. Because it ain't going to do no good. Listen, I was brought up, the man is the head of the woman. That's what I was brought up. The man is the head of the woman. And the husband is the head of the house. And you do what your husband says. Okay, what he says. He has the final say so. But see, some people take that to the extreme. Thank you, Alien Guru. Some people take it to the extreme and they abuse that. But, you could say, if they thought about how Christ loved the church and he gave himself up for the church, the spiritual body, that's how husbands should love their wives. Now, that really is. You should love your wife as you love yourself. You really should. It should be equal, more or less. A balance. You should be able to balance each other out. And you should not hold it. How on earth am I getting on this, you all? Okay, yeah. If you're in a marriage, you should not do the speaking down. You shouldn't. You shouldn't speak down to your spouse or your partner, whatever relationship you're in, or your friendships. You should not be a domineering individual, okay? You should respect one another. You should treat each other with love, okay? And be happy that you have each other in your life, because you know that moment, when you get to that moment where you take that other person for granted, there's the red flags right up there, because they're going to realize, okay, you've been taking me for granted. All these years you've been taking me for granted. No more. I've kept my mouth shut all these years. No more. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You're not going to do it. It's like, boom, there's a wake-up call. There is a wake-up call. Men and women alike, you reach a period in your life where you wake up. So yes, that's right. Do I like people who are domineering and stuff? No. Somebody said, well, Gina, honey, you have a domineering personality. No, I'm not going to be a doormat. Am I domineering? Some may perceive it as domineering, but that's their perception. I just want to live in a world with love, where everybody treats each other with love. And there's no somebody way up here, and I'm down there underneath their feet. No, you're going to be like that. I'm going to put you under my feet, because I'm going to walk away and leave the dust behind me. And I'm not going to look back. I'm not. That's right. Can we be peaceful? We're just getting started, y'all. Just getting started. I'm having a hot flash. Right. So yeah, frequency. That very super high pitch frequency. I lay there and I listened to it. It was the same as it was several nights ago. Then I looked up the effects of it. Of course, I know it, what it does, but I wanted to look up again. And it can cause sleeplessness, anxiety. It can cause neurological damage, super high pitch frequency. And the dog collars they put on the dogs, like the invisible fence thing, something like that. The frequency on the dog collars is so high, and you can't hear it. It's like, what, 10,000 or 1,000 hertz or something. But the human ear can't hear, I guess, because our hearing's already been damaged. That's right. You pay electric guitar. Yeah. My house is very quiet. Um, our house has always been quiet since I've been married. So how many years? Around 30 some odd years. No, we never had loud music or anything. And when we ride in the car with the children, we'd either put in like, I wore them out, put in the Proverbs. Proverbs, listen to the Proverbs or Bible tapes all the way on our big long trips at times, especially if it was at night. I want to have something going to keep me awake. But lots of times we just drive in the car and it'd be completely quiet. We just taking in the quietness, you all. That's what we would do. My nephew went somewhere with us, I guess, out to eat or something, and everything in the car was quiet, and he's just sitting there. He's thinking, this is strange. Is everybody upset with each other? Because when his family, when they go in the vehicle, everybody's talking. Then it gets into our vehicle and everybody's quiet. Everybody's quiet. That's fine, you all. Yeah, so I'll turn the radio on at times when I drive in my vehicle. Other times if I want quietness, I'll turn it off. But as for inside my house, there is nothing playing, nothing. No TV, no nothing. And, have you went into some people's houses? And nothing against people who like to watch TV, but if you are used to a quiet environment and you go into a house and the TV's blaring or the music is blaring and stuff, oh, it's really hard. It's really hard. I don't stay long. Especially if I start hearing a certain frequency and it starts affecting my body. I exit. I can't handle it. It literally stressed me out. Rubs my body, my senses the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah. Well, but there is people who like loud music. But you could use those people who like loud music, if you were in like a group of people and you had somebody like that, they could get people with their loud music. If they wanted them to leave, just turn it up loud and start playing, and they're gone. Really, you want somebody to leave, turn it up loud, and out they go. That they would do that. Yeah, it takes all types of people from all walks of life, you all. And really, if you were going to battle with somebody, really, if you had somebody on the front lines, you had somebody who's really quiet and really doesn't like to be like any type of confrontation. How are they going to fend against somebody coming at them? How are they? No, because they're going to think, no, I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to do that. But if you're fighting for your life and you have people with you, you do not want somebody on that front line like that. You don't want somebody standing guard. No, I don't want to hurt them. I might hurt them. No, you want a rough and tough person. You want a person for the job, you all. You want a person who don't have no problem defending themselves or those around them. That's what you want. So it does. It takes people from all walks of life. It does. It's like the whole body. The eye cannot say to the arm, I don't need you. The leg can't say, I don't need you, or your hand, I don't need you. No, we need all these body parts. We need all the body parts in order to function, you all. We do. That's right. Yeah. I don't want to hurt nobody. If I had to, I'd have to be forced into it, but I could do it. But I don't. But there's some people who wouldn't have to think twice. Boom, they're ready. They're ready. That's how they're trained. They're ready. They'll say, get out of the way, Gina, honey. We got this. I got this. You don't need to send nobody else. I got this. I can handle it all by myself. They have people like that. That's like those naval seals and all that kind of other stuff. Super soldiers, you all. They can handle it. They were built for it. Body, mind, and soul. Built for it. We have the peacemakers. We have the warriors. We have those who are both. But really, we each all have our skill. But we're just getting started. We're just getting started. Running the lip. Running the lip will uplift you if you listen to it. I don't even know what running the lip means, country boy. I've never even heard of that phrase before, running the lip. Yeah. And I have a hard time listening to anything. If I'm doing something around the house, I'm trying to focus. Yeah. Running up that hill. Oh, okay. When I'm trying to do something and I need to focus, I can't have any other noise. It distracts me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't find your Facebook profile because they shadow ban me over there. They don't do me right. They quit doing me right. Probably 2.5 years ago or 3. They quit doing me right like that. Made it to where people could not find me. I'm too bad of an influence. Somebody doesn't like me. Some entity doesn't like me. And if it's a spiritual entity, really, then it recognizes the spirit within me. And I believe that the spiritual entities and the spiritual realms, those who are aligned with the darkness, and then those who are aligned with the light, since they're spiritual, they know if the darkness or the light sent other spiritual beings on the earth who are inhabiting the bodies of human beings. They know it. They also can see into the future. They can see, they know what's going to happen. They know what's going to happen. And they've probably been told ahead of time. Yeah, you can feel it. You ever run into somebody and you don't like them? You don't like them one bit. You've never met them before in your whole entire life, but you don't like them. Their spirit rubs your spirit the wrong way. They don't even have to open their mouth. They don't. You can take one look at them and you can feel their spirit. You can feel it. You can't pinpoint exactly why you don't like them, but you know your spirit inside doesn't like them. Then you can run into somebody that you've never met your whole entire life, in this lifetime, and you feel like, I like that person. And then you feel like, when you start talking, feel like you've known them all your life. You've known them all your life because your spirit has connected with them. It's like your spirit knows that spirit. It did. Your spirit did not say, stay away from that person. It's like we're drawn to one another. We really are. Our spirits are drawn to like-minded spirits. Yes. Intuitive kindred spirits. Lots of bad-spirited humans. Professor Strangefinger. Yes. A blast of kindness. Yeah. Country boy, you like some 80 classics. Next time you want to dance, magic carpet ride. The magic carpet ride. I've heard of the magic school bus. I've heard of the Mrs. Whatever in the magic school bus. I've heard of that. Yeah. You know, even though songs are suggested to me, if the music of the song does not speak to my spirit, I can't dance with it. I won't dance with it because I'm not going to dance from my soul, my spirit. So I won't dance with it. We do have different likes of it. Has to the beat of the music has to resonate with my soul. it has to resonate with it. There's not too many songs I can dance to, really. Yeah, it dances with you. It dances with you, Dragonfly. Yeah. Um, yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of it. I don't. The Magic Carpet Ride. Magic Carpet Ride, like Aladdin. Music when you're cleaning. Yeah, it's uplifting. Yeah. See, and the energy on this earth does not want our spirits to be uplifted. They would like uniformity and conformity is what they would like. Conformity. We all listen to the same music. We all do the same thing. Well, they said in the future that AI will choose your partner. AI will choose your job. AI will choose where you live. That sounds very, you don't have a choice. Yeah, no offense against AI. If you're listening to me, AI, no offense at all. A turkey. What about the Turkey earthquake? Ehab, Tennessee. I haven't really focused on the Turkey earthquake. The day it happened, like we did a video on it, and there was the buildings and stuff were crumbled and people, and they were doing their rescue things. I heard, the last thing I heard, what was around 180 some odd thousand people lost their lives, and then like 300,000 people are without homes and stuff. It's very tragic. Am I going to say that's going to happen here? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not going to say that's going to happen here. Is it a possibility that an earthquake of that magnitude and that destruction could happen here? Yeah. Am I going to focus on it? No, I'm not going to focus on it could happen here. There are those who probably can and will focus on it, but that's not for me to do. We can definitely send our prayers over there, or positive thoughts. If you don't pray, your positive thoughts, and hope and pray that they can rescue as many people as possible. But there's some that will not ever be found, and that's sad. It really is sad. And yeah, you heard that. You was thinking behind they are noticing the observatory activities. Something's happening at the observatories. You have the ability to be careful. You have to be really careful, because when you meet a spiritual person, you wanted to touch them. There are those who can walk past people. Literally, they got a gift. They can walk past people, and boom, all the knowing of that person, they pick it up as they walk past. They do. That's their gift, and the other person don't know. Hello. Susan Honey, what's hitting mainstream media? What is Gina Honey missing out on? I'm going to wait for you to reply, you all. I'm pause. Something is, you're talking about the observatory, something's hitting mainstream media. Green lasers from the balloon over Hawaii. Oh, the green laser lights in making the news. See, there's a time and place for everything. There is a time and place for everything. But then they said, oh, Gina, honey, don't you know those laser lights are for just taking pictures into deep space? When we, when we were documenting the lasers and stuff like that, they had to hush hush. They literally do. They stop the flow of traffic to things they don't want to get out. And I've thought that plenty of times. We could pop out video activity and stuff like that all day long, and if they don't want it to get out, they will not let it get out. Really. That's how I feel about it. I haven't heard nothing about the war with China. I haven't. I think we got a war going on this earth, a spiritual war taking place. People, you thought it was because you was talking. Now I know so much. You worked in a. Oh, people were watching. Was people watching fun? Okay, yeah. Um, Lining up the stars. Yeah. The observatories, I think, is our second biggest playlist on this YouTube channel. There's a specific playlist to the observatories in Hawaii with all the activity that has taken place. It's been documented over the past few years. Hello. Your dream the other day thought about the pharaohs. Yeah, that's true, you all. Yeah, our world is changing, but we're just getting started. We're just waking up. There's other people who've already, they have rushed out, they have sprinted out of that starting gate already, and they're down the road. They're preparing the way for others who come after them. They really are. If you think about it, the people who have been before, they also prepare the way for the people who will come after. Is what they've done, if you want to look at it like that. Oh, that's me. People are watching it now. Susan B. Honey. Oh, I am Code. I'm going to be hopping off of here. Is what I'm going to do. You hope they don't mess with that feed? I ought to go upstairs and set both my computers to record it. I really should. Probably should go up here and do it. If I feel led within my spirit to show that, I will. But you know, with everything else, they're going to let out the news of certain people they want to talk about the observatories. They are. I could get on there and then they could just like block the flow of traffic too and speak. They could. They have certain mouthpieces that they use. They do. And I acknowledge it. They have certain mouthpieces that they want to get certain types of news out. So be it. Yeah. Not in here nothing about the sun. I don't really research a lot. I don't really watch a lot of videos or anything. I don't watch a lot. There's not really. I don't watch I hardly watch anything on the YouTube at all. Go on the virtual walk in Israel. Oh, I didn't know they had one. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, you all, we can do it. We can. I'm glad that they are drawing attention to the observatories. I guess this is the time they want to draw attention to it. Not all the other times that we were at the observatories. Yeah. So I am going to go, and it is cold out here. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. The doomsday clock is 90 seconds till midnight, is what it is. It was created back in 1948. It was. Rosie, honey, I hear you in there. Yeah, I'm going to go in the house, you all. Thank you for coming.